Alright, so we are here with some UWL. You can see their logo right there. It's going to be Brian Fan Club playing out of Family's Power here, coming in against Defeaters. This is the world's hit times, so hits will be starting at 37 minutes. The players we have today for Defeaters: Mr. Dylan, Mr. Hyperion, Kadir, Lars, and Guest. And over here for Brian Fan Club, we have Heidi RJ, we have Big Nasty, Crunk Station, Russell, and down there at number 5, we have Grom, the Dragback God. So that's what's going to be going on today. Hopefully you guys do indeed enjoy it. Alright, here we go. First hit going to be coming in. We have Grom swinging on through. Of course, is going to be coming on through with a drag back coming in from this 12 o'clock section of the base and in against Guest, who hasn't quite upgraded those scatter shots yet, has done a couple of the Infernos, still one of them on that Town Hall 13 level. We need this Queen to step up, and in she does go through that top wall section. Of course, her AI apparently has been improved, so we'll need to wait and see. But this Sui here going to be coming in from the 12 o'clock section of the base. The single does unfortunately lock onto the Yak, which is not ideal at all there. Ideally, we wanted it to lock onto the Ice Golem, and the Yak could maybe do a little bit more work. Potentially even break open these walls, allow our heroes through. But we're going to lure out those Clan Castle troops right there. The King gets locked onto as well by the... needs to pop the Queen ability. There we go. Does indeed take down that single target Inferno. Not the biggest amount of value I've ever seen from a Sui, but I guess it did a little bit of a job there. Alright, so we're going to be now bringing in our dragons and our balloons and that blimp in from the left hand side of the base. We're going to be blimping excuse me, all the way through. It's going to drop down right there. We're going to rage up that balloon and it's going to take down the Town Hall nice and quickly. There's going to be a dragon sneaking on through there as well. Remember, we have our bat spells, 6 of them, and a free spell here for the back end. We do still have our Royal Champion to deploy. Level 30 Royal Champion going to be coming in here with a cheeky little level 1 Lassie by her side. Bat Bomb now going to be coming in down from this south section of the base. We're going to throw that Seek and Shield ability. We need to make sure these bats are going to be able to get through this scatter shot here on the right hand side of the base, but this is looking very, very good indeed. We've got a dragon and we have the RC working down on the scatter shot, but these bats are going to be able to tidy up that final cannon very nicely right there, and that's going to be a beautiful triple to open up this war for Grom of Brian Fan Club. We know how incredibly good he is. I don't even know if he needed his bats there, but they did a great job tidying up in the back end. He definitely probably could have swagged 1, potentially even 2 free spells there in the back end, and Grom comes in here with a crushing triple to open this war. Here we go. Guest going to be coming in against Grom. So we've got a cheeky little 1v1 going on here. Grom's already smashed down Guest base. Let's see what he is going to be able to do now, coming in against Grom. Grom, who really has not upgraded very much at all. We've got the Eagle Artillery upgraded. The Scatter's still Town Hall 13 level. So Grom's definitely not been pulling out the wallet for this update. He's just been, you know, chilling. He's just been upgrading, I suppose, when he's got those builders free. But we've got that King, we've got the Queen going to be coming in as well from that top 12 o'clock section of the base. We're going to be creating that funnel, looking to push that Queen into the multi-target Inferno compartment. We have the King stepping up here, going to get rid of that Town Hall nice and quickly, which is always beautiful. Getting that Town Hall out the way quickly is always going to be ideal for any sort of attack, because we know how deadly that poison effect can be from it. But the Queen, unfortunately, getting hit pretty hard here, to be honest. So she's going to go to ability. She does not step up and into that multi-target Inferno compartment, which is a little bit unfortunate there. I don't think she's going to be able to get that multi down before she herself does get taken down. We're going to have a headhunter on her, as Guest unfortunately missed the zap spell with them. But the Sui ends up getting not the most value, but a decent chunk of value there, similar to what Grom got on his. And now we can get going with our Lalo. Notice we have 2 Lava Hounds, we have 1 Ice Hound going to be coming through on this one. We're going to throw that Seek and Shield ability there, and that's going to push the RC off to this left hand side of the base. We now are going to be bringing in, we have our Lava Hound, we have a Stone Slammer going to be coming in behind. Needs to be careful here, we only have 1 Headhunter, and we have the enemy Queen and RC to deal with on this attack. Going to be dropping down a Raged Skeleton spell there. Over on the left-hand side of the base, we have our Royal Champion, unfortunately locking on to that Lava Hound on defense for Grom. We're going to continue pushing on through our balloons. They've had a little bit of a nasty split, but the Stone Slammer in the core of that base should be able to take down the majority of it and really help with this funnel on the back end. We're going to see that Tesla farm now popping up towards that top section of the base. There's the beautiful Eternal Tome ability coming in. Questionable Rage. Unfortunately, looks like the majority of our balloons are going to go straight out of that Rage spell. We catch the Tornado Trap, which is going to slow up our troops over on the left-hand side of the base, but I have to say this is a very nice attack coming in from Guest. Didn't maybe get the full value he was looking for with that initial Sui, but it's going to be a very, very nice Lalo indeed. That Ice Hound on the back end going to be freezing up that Scatter Shot, which is perfect timing, and that is going to be a triple for triple. Grom comes in with the first triple, and Guest comes in and answers. Very nice stuff indeed. We're going to be just letting these troops clean up. Plenty of time left on the clock, 30 seconds. And that was a very, very sexy Sui Lalo coming in there from Guest, meaning the scores are all tied up after one attack from either side. There's the triple on the board. Very nice stuff indeed. RG coming in here with the next attack. Going to be coming in here with a Queen Charge Lalo, and it looks like we have 4 Rage Bells, so we're going to be going very, very heavy here on the Queen Charge. Going to be coming into this big open compartment up at the 12 o'clock section. Going to be making sure we get in our Super Wall Breaker. Down it goes right there. Probably could have waited a split second longer, then we could have had one more Super Wall Breaker to use, but hey, it is what it is. The Queen's going to go in there. We rage that Queen up and those healers, making sure we get through that Scatter Shot nice and quickly. To be honest, there's a lot of value up for grabs here on this base of Mr. Dillon's, and RJ is going to be trying to take as much of it down with his Queen as possible. We're now going to be coming in with our Log Launcher. We're going to rage up a Headhunter in there as well. That's going to help us get through. Very interesting placement on that Log Launcher, if I'm honest. It's really not going to get too much value, but it is going to open up those walls in the middle of the base, and it's going to activate that Town Hall, which may just be the most important thing here, because that our Lalo, I think, is going to be going in towards the Town Hall. The Queen going to continue, if I can even pronounce continue, in through from the top section of the base. Has some really nice pathing through the middle now. We're going to rage her up. Once again, needs to keep an eye on the clock. We still have plenty of time. Over half of the clock is left. The Builder, all that work the Log Launcher did on this expo, the Builder just reversing that and building it back up. We're going to have the multi-target Inferno, exactly. Nice play coming in there from RJ. We're going to freeze up that multi in the center. Oh no! It's a disaster. The Eagle Artillery, for all the things it could have hit there, it chooses to hit our healers, and this Queen was about to get some beautiful, beautiful value. But because that multi-target Inferno had already done a little bit of damage, it means that Queen goes down in the center. We committed so much, and we were relying so incredibly heavily on that Queen to grab the scatter of the top section of the base, and now RG's going to have to adapt his plan on the fly here. We're not going to take down that enemy Queen in the center of the base. We need to make sure we get these balloons in towards the Town Hall. We're going to freeze it up right there. This is looking pretty ominous here for RG, I do have to say. Continuing to push on through. We are not pathing towards the Town Hall. We finally are going to get those balloons pushing on through, but they are going to get absolutely destroyed by this poison spell of the Town Hall. And if those healers had not gone down for the Queen, this was going to be a triple all day. There was no doubt in my mind, but unfortunately here for RJ, the healers got hit by the Eagle Artillery, and the Queen then goes down not too shortly after, and this is only going to be a 2-star coming in here for RJ. You can see his plan. It was a beautiful plan. Just got a little bit unlucky, but I guess that's just the game, isn't it? As soon as that Eagle locks onto your healers, there's nothing you can do, because those healers are already taking a little bit of damage. They were out of there very, very quickly, and it looks like he's going to be able to finish up an 87 if these minions can get the job done. I don't think they're going to be able to sneak it. Are they going to be able to sneak it? Hello? Yes, they do. 87% 2-star. Going to be coming in there for Heidi RJ of Brian Fan Club. Alright, we're coming in with this next hit, and defeaters, if they bring in a triple, will take the lead for the first time in this war. We have Lars going to be coming in against RJ. RJ, who unfortunately just came in with that 2-star. We're going to have Lars coming in with some spam Inferno baby dragons. We're going to be dropping down a Yeti over there at that 11 o'clock section. We've got a Inferno dragon doing a little touch of work over here at the right hand side of the base, creating just a little bit of a funnel. And now we're going to get going with the remainder of our troops coming in from 12 now with our king, with our queen. We have the yak with the king. We have the unicorn alongside the queen, and here come those Inferno dragons, going pretty heavy here on those balloons. They're going to be coming alongside the Infernos, and we're going to be blimping all the way through there to the town hall. The king and the queen should be able to step up, deal with that eagle artillery nice and quickly, which is great for Lars. We're going to make sure that we take down that scattershot nice and quickly. Down it goes. Our blimp has gone way off course. It got blown by the sweeper, and this is starting to look a little bit troublesome here. That sweeper blowing the blimp off course. We're going to have to continue freezing up the town hall. We do have a load of Inferno dragons pushing on through, but the poison effect from this town hall is about to decimate those Inferno dragons that walk into it. But luckily here for Lars, the majority of them don't sink too deep into the poison effect of the town hall. We're going to have that multi-target Inferno over here on the left hand side be taken down by the lassie and the royal champion. We still have a couple, in fact when I say a couple of Infernos, I mean 0. There is no Inferno dragons left up now. The final one going to be taken down right there. We still have a single target Inferno to deal with at the south section of the base. We have one more skeleton spell. We're going to deploy it down right there, trying to protect our royal champion if we possibly can, and we do protect her. She's going to be coming alongside the warden and the owl, and they may just have enough here to tidy up the back end of this one. The owl is going to be taken down by that air defense, but those skeletons, that final skeleton trap has tanked for the RC on the back end, and this one is still going to clutch up for that triple. Even with that blimp going way off course, getting blown back by the sweeper, this one does enough to bring in the triple. I have to say, it was a nice funnel created. The Sui got quite a lot of value up there at 12, and Lars pulls in a triple there against Heidi RJ. And if we jump out of this one, you'll see now defeaters have a 1-star lead in this UWL war. Big and nasty coming in here to try and get the job done against Kadir. So we're going to be kicking off proceedings here. We bring in a couple of loons now from this left hand side of the base. It is going to be one of those smash attacks as predicted. We are going to have the Grand Warden coming in from this left hand side of the base. He's going to be used to create that funnel. We have the owl. Did take a little bit of damage there from the multi-target Inferno, but it's not going to cause too many issues. Quite an unorthodox base here. You can see both of the scatter shots here for Kadir in the same compartment, which is pretty interesting. We're going to have the Grand Warden. Looks like we're going to be trying to get that multi-target Inferno down. We're going to be jumping through here into that Town Hall compartment. Nice early jump spell to make sure we get the value we are looking for. Needs to be careful we take down the multi. Down it goes, and now we can get going with the remainder of our army. King with a couple of witches going to be coming in from that 6 o'clock section of the base. We do have a siege barracks. That's going to be coming in as well. We are probably going to see an early rage spell. Yep. There's the first rage spell going to be coming down. We'll probably see the tome coming in relatively soon as well. We see the poison spell effect going to be coming down for those ice golems out of the clan castle. There's the eternal tome ability. That's going to help us get through the poison effect from the town hall. Jumping now into that double scattershot compartment over on the right hand side of the base. Doesn't really seem to have too much of a plan here for the eagle artillery over at 11 o'clock, but I would imagine we're probably going to be bringing in our RC for that, but we're really struggling to get through the center of the base. We're going to rage everything up. The triple ice golem doing its job, holding up our troops to try and allow those scatter shots to do as much damage as they can, and I have to say they did certainly do quite a chunk of damage. We have the RC now going to be coming in from that right hand side. She is going to be swinging alongside through those hog riders. My English is all over the shop today, but just deal with it. Alright, Queen actually makes a bid for freedom over on this left-hand side of the base. That's really going to help us out because she should be able to get through those walls, deal with the Eagle Artillery. Needs to keep an eye on the clock here. Big Nasty took quite a chunk of time just to getting the Grand Warden walk going at the start of this one. We have one hero ability left, and it is going to be that Queen ability. It might be a good idea to go ahead and just throw it down right now, if I'm honest. We have the Unicorn protecting that Queen, so if you get that ability down, we might just save some of our troops towards the top section of the base. It looks like we still have 3 P.E.K.K.A.s and our Yak going crazy up there at the 12 o'clock section. There is that Queen ability going to be coming in. This is going to be pretty tight here on time on the back end. We have the cleanup going in on the left. This is going to be incredibly tight on the back end, and I think this unfortunately is going to be a 99. There's a wall section to get through. The P.E.K.K.A.s are stalled up on a couple of skeletons. Oh, it's a disaster. The P.E.K.K.A.s, oh, it's going to be a 98. We just spent a little bit too long with that Grand Warden walk at the start. Big Nasty maybe got a little bit lucky with that Queen popping off to the left-hand side of the base. 98% time fail. That's really rough. That was a nice hit coming in there from Big Nasty. You can see the exact plan, and it pretty much went to plan. Mr. Dylan going to be coming on through with this next hit. He is going to be coming in here with a Queen Charge Lalo. So we're going to be going ahead. We're going to be bringing in that blimp from the left-hand side of the base. It is going to get buffeted back by that air sweeper a little bit, but we go ahead and we drop it down right there. We're going to be raging up. We have a Yeti blimp coming out. Is going to take down that Royal Champion. Is it going to take down the Eagle? Yes, it does. The Yeti mites under the Rage Bell get that Eagle Artillery down. And now Mr. Dylan going to be coming through with this Queen Charge from the left-hand side of the base. Those Headhunters certainly did their job there. They really made Mr. Dylan panic for a second, so he had to get that Poison Spell down pretty early there. But we don't need to rage up our Queen, which is always going to be nice. She can just go ahead, deal with that Lava Hound, and then Mr. Dylan can get thinking about the remainder of his attack. So the poison effect does wear off, which means that Queen has to one by one pick off those Lava Hounds. Had a little bit of assistance there from the minion and the archer over at the 9 o'clock section of the base. We have a Valkyrie, level 8 Valkyrie, coming on through here for Mr. Dylan. Obviously looking to just pick up a little bit of value from the Valkyrie there. Pushing this Queen now through with a Super Wall Breaker into that multi-target Inferno. The first of those Rage Bells going to be coming down for that Queen. Nice Cocoloon coming on through. Does pick up a Seeking Airmine. We have a Storage going down to the King over at 6 o'clock. Tesla Farm is going to pop up right there. You can see a maxed out Tesla Farm at that Big Nasty. Obviously splashing out a little bit of cash there. And we're going to be continuing with that Queen Charge. We're going to be jumping her through into the middle of the base, which is a really nice play, I do have to say, coming in here for Mr. Dylan. So he's looking for this King and the Royal Champion to try and get as much work done as possible. We're going to see the Town Hall be activated there, so we're going to have to go ahead and freeze it up, just trying to protect this King and the Royal Champion if possible. But is this RC going to go to the Town Hall? Yes, she does. Could have been trouble there for a second, but the RC steps up, and alongside the King, they're going to get the job done. We drop down that invisibility spell, just trying to protect our Queen. We see 2 Seeking Air Mines onto our healers as this Queen makes her way through into the core of the base. And now Mr. Dylan going to be going ahead and bringing in his Lalo from the 12 and 1 o'clock section of the base. The Queen has to go ahead, drop down that free spell to make sure she gets through the enemy Queen. Grand Warden ability going to go ahead and get popped off there at 12 o'clock. Time is something that Mr. Dylan is going to need to think about. Queen's ability going to get dropped at the center of the base. We freeze up the scatter shot right there. Might have been better trying to save that free spell for the multi-target Inferno here on the back end. Double red bomb going to go ahead, take down our final healer. This Queen still doing work, and this is going to come down to time here. I think on the back end we have 15 seconds left. That Grand Warden's going to step up onto the multi-target Inferno. We see a red bomb taking down a couple more of our balloons. The clock is ticking. We have 7 seconds left. We just saw that time fail coming in for Big Nasty. Is this going to be another time fail? Is it going to be a 99? It's going to be a 98. Big Nasty brings in a 98, and Mr. Dylan follows suit. He brings in another 98% 2-star. So close. But it is going to be a defense, and it's going to be the first defense on the board for Brian Fan Club. This war has just been incredible. We have only seen 3 triples out of 6 attacks, but we have had some beautiful attacks in this war so far. But it's going to be up to Brian Fan Club to try and claw this one back. Now remember, defeaters have that 1-star lead right now. Crunk Station going to be coming through. Crunk coming in with those Super Witches. Going to be pretty cautious here on the time. We need to be careful. We know how slow Super Witches we can be, and we know how prone both of these teams seem to be to time failing. So Crunk Station going to go ahead here, bring in that Grand Warden Walk from the 3 o'clock section of the base. Going to go ahead, create a little bit of a funnel up there at 12 o'clock. We have a Yeti and a Baby Dragon swinging on through. Maybe Grand Warden slightly too close to the center of the base there. Was maybe looking for him to get a little bit more value actually at the 3 o'clock section. But the Baby Dragon Yeti combination up there at 12 takes down a good chunk of the buildings, and that should create a pretty nice funnel here for our Super Witches. Nearly taking a full minute here off the clock. But Crunk is just going to let that Grand Warden plug away. He's just going to keep going. And finally, we're going to go ahead and come in with those Super Witches. They are going to come in now from that 2 o'clock section of the base. We have the Valkyrie pushing on through with them as well. Are we going to see... We see... a Quad Quake. How did I miss the Quad Quake? We see it coming through in the center of the base. We drop down that early Eternal Tome ability, and Crunk needs to be very, very careful here, because with that Town Hall activated, we're going to need to take it down pretty swiftly here. We're going to have a couple of big boys. We're going to have some Super Witches trying to deal with the Town Hall. Come on, let's get it down. Let's get it down. The tornado is really optimally placed there. We're going to see the Super Witches get hit by the Giga Bomb. No, nearly all of those Super Witches getting caught by the Giga Bomb right there. We have the Queen, unfortunately, kind of pushing off by herself to that top section of the base. We can bring in the Scatter Shot. We bring in the Scatter Shot. We bring in the Siege Barracks over here from the 3 o'clock section of the base. The King OP there, taking down the Scatter Shot towards the 6 o'clock section of the base, but the poison effect doing what that poison was meant to do. And where are the Super Witches? There are no Super Witches left up on this base. No sir, no sir. RC going to be swinging on through from the top left hand side of the base. She is going to be able to take down the multi before then having go to ability, which means she does get that ability onto the last multi-target Inferno. But this, unfortunately for Crunk, I think is going to fall short on time. He needs to use that invisibility spell on his RC. He does go ahead and do that. So the RC is going to be able to take down the multi. She then should go ahead and chase the archers all the way across the map. You love to see it. You love to see it. This might have a chance. This might have a chance. This is all going to come down to how much time Crunk needs to clean up the back end of the base. His RC didn't go down. He still has his Grand Warden. This is going to be incredibly close on time. Is this going to be the 3rd time fail in a row? Come on. Come on. Let's go. Move, move, move. We've still got the RC. We've still got the Grand Warden. I think he's got enough. I think he's got enough. 5, 4, he's done it. Crunk brings in that triple. Very tight there on the back end. Even with that Giga Bomb and the poison taking down all of those Super Witches, the RC gets a phenomenal amount of value through that left hand side of the base. We have the Hog Riders on the back end. The healers transferred over, and Crunk brings in the much needed triple there for Brian Fan Club. Oh, how the tables have turned. Defeaters went from a 1-star lead to losing that 1-star lead and now being behind by 1 star. Brian Fan Club are up 10-9 at the moment with 1 attack left for either side. Alright, we're going to have Russ coming in here against Lars with a Queen Charge Lalo, a Russ special. I love seeing Russ do Lalos. For a long time, Russ has been the Lalo god. But here we go. We're going to have a Yeti Blimp securing that Town Hall, picking up the 1st star on the board. Always important to make sure you take down the Town Hall, and Russell does exactly that with the Yeti Blimp. Look at the poison! The poison! Whoa, the poison's mad! Taking down those Yeti Mites, but the Queen now going to be coming in here from this left hand side of the base. We're going to see the King making an appearance from that 11 o'clock section of the base. That's just going to help try and push this Queen towards the Scatter Shot. There's the Super Wall Breaker that we needed to bring in to allow that Queen into the Scatter Shot compartment. Where is she going to go? Here come those healers. Those healers are late. We're going to need to Rage Russell. We're going to need to Rage Russell. Rage Russell? Not Rage Russell? No Rage. Rage? No Rage. No Rage. No Rage. Playing it very safe there. No Rage. Alright, fair play, Russ. No Rage, Russ. Alright, King going to be getting some work done up there at 12 o'clock. The Queen takes down those Clan Castle troops relatively quickly. We do still have a Lava Hound to take down there up at the 12 o'clock section of the base. But the Queen's going to continue to push on through over here at 11 o'clock. Poison Spell, I would assume, is going to be coming down relatively soon once this Queen locks onto the Hound. First Rage Spell finally going to be coming in there. So let's see. Poison goes down. Jump Spell goes down as well. This is the 3rd Queen Charge Lalo we are seeing in this war, and so far we've seen some pretty nice Queen Charge Lalos. The Eagle artillery shot's going to rain down on our Queen rather than our healers this time. We get a beautiful Kokoloon going to be coming in there, grabbing 2 Seeking Air Mines. Russ needs to pop the Queen ability. This Eagle's going to do some serious damage. We have those multi-target Infernos, unfortunately locking onto our healers, but the Queen is walking. Where's she going? Come back around, Queen. No, she's walking. The Queen gets pulled by the King, which is not ideal at all. Oh, the Royal Champion now going to get hit by those Eagle artillery shots. We have to continue freezing up that multi-target Inferno in the middle. We have a beautiful swag jump spell just sitting here, all green and luscious, just, you know, bouncing the grass a little bit over there. But the Queen, unfortunately, is just absolutely pants here, getting no value at all. We're going to continue pushing on through to the back end. We have the Grand Warden ability gets popped over there. Finally is going to wear off. We do still have the Queen ability, but she is completely useless now doing cleanup work on the outside of the base. We need this scatter shot to go down. If the Queen had gone into the core here, this was absolutely crushed, but unfortunately here for Russell, that funnel was not quite set on the top right hand side of the base, and the Queen, as we know, has a tendency to wander off path, and the enemy Queen here on the back end is slowly but surely chewing up those balloons. We have a boatload of minions trying to do some cleanup. We still have the Queen ability to go in as well. He's gonna need to try and put as much percent here on the back end as possible, because this is gonna come down to percent at the end of the day if Kadir does indeed bring in that triple. Queen takes down the enemy Queen and cleans up a couple of structures there. At the end, it's going to be an 87% 2-star on the board for Russ. It should have been another triple, but unfortunately that Queen ended up wandering off to the outside of the base. Here we go, final hit going to be coming in. We have Kadir coming in against Russ, and it's going to be a super archer hit. Oh boy, okay. Fair play, mixing it up a little bit, going for some content. We're going to bring in that Grand Warden walk. Grand Warden has no pet with him. It looks like that owl is going to be upgrading at the moment. We drop down those zaps in the core of the base, getting some nice value from the zaps, taking down a couple of expos, and taking down a scatter shot. Making sure we break up the base here a little bit. We want to completely wipe out the left hand side and then probably clear another section to push these super archers through the base. We do have a siege barracks currently selected, which is interesting. Usually with these style of bases, you want to try and lean towards bringing in a blimp just to grab that town hall in the core, but Queen Grand Warden going to be coming in now from that left hand side of the base. We have a Golem swinging on through as well. That Golem, only one, is going to need to try and tank here for the King, for the Queen and the Grand Warden. And here come those super archers. Those are going to be trying to get as much value as possible. We have the King alongside the Yak. We have those super witches. Hey yo, we have the regular witches going to be doing some work alongside the King and the Yak, and we get a really nice funnel going to be created right there. The super archers going to be able to do some nice work if they can get themselves right into the core of the base. Here comes an army of skeletons, an army of goblins, and an army of headhunters. But the poison spell is going to do its job, and we should be able to take down the town hall relatively quickly there. We do indeed with those super archers and with the Queen and Warden. We still have a P.E.K.K.A doing some nice cleanup work over there at the right hand side of the base. The enemy King is going to be chewed up by those skeletons, and we can continue pushing on through the center of the base. Unfortunately, we're going to see the the Lassie getting taken down by the single target Inferno. This is looking very good here for Kadir. The Royal Champion goes to ability, takes down the last single target Inferno. We freeze up right there the enemy Queen and the Grand Warden statue. We still have a load of archers in there. They are going to be getting healed back up by those healers, but this is all going to come down to time here on the back end of this. And we have a mortar over on the right hand side, which can do a little bit of splash, but this is looking pretty good, I do have to say. Time is going to be the biggest factor. We spent quite a lot of time on that Grand Warden walk. 35 seconds left on the clock, and we're going to continue pushing on through. We have 14% to grab. This is looking very good indeed, and Kadir is going to be coming on through with a super archer triple. I don't want to jinx him too hard, but he does still have his Queen ability, and that means that this one is going to finish up a 12-12 war. We had time fails from both teams. We had beautiful hits that ended up failing from both teams. But Brian Fan Club are going to end up winning the... Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. That's on me. That was the hardest jinx I've ever done. Kadir comes in with a 98% time fail. That's the third 98% time fail of this war. And it means the final score is not going to be 12-12. The final score is going to be 12-11. That 1 star from Mr. Hyperion really, really affected this war for defeaters. It brought down that percent and it took off a couple of stars. The final score, 12-11 there, in favour of Brian Fan Club. They take the war as well on percent by 3. Total destruction there. But that's a pretty solid war coming in from the boys